Is it break? Continue? Yeah. The next one is Proverbs 13:3. Let's see what is written in Proverbs 13:3. Guard one's tongue. Guard one's tongue. We have to put a guard on tongue. Okay? Let's see. Those who guard their mouths preserve their lives. Those who open wide their lips come to ruin. So, as it is said, if you can guard your mouth, guard your tongue, you will preserve your life. So, one of the ways you can preserve your life is controlling your tongue, guarding your tongue. In other words, one of the ways you can destroy your life is speaking whatever comes to mouth. Therefore, we are advised, because especially we go for we attend confessions, because they speak, we give confession too. Okay, be just when you give your advice during the confession, or like some come for counseling also. Will be priest, some will be coming, as I was telling yesterday. They will be going on telling. So what you do? You give minimum, and sometimes are homilies. Homilies are sometimes people feel burden. People change church to church because everywhere they are hearing all the unnecessary talks. So therefore, you have to prepare your homily too. The Sunday comes, so Saturday prepare your homily, no. The Sunday homily must be prepared in the Monday itself. And all these days you can add, go on add some things. And add good things. So that's it. So we have to preserve our tongue. So these are the admonitions of the Proverbs concerning the tongue. A tongue of secret. Proverbs 25:23. 25:23. Lot of references, as I have said, from chapters 10 to 29. Good number of chapters are talking about tongue. Everywhere tongue only. So, because through tongue we survive, through tongue we die. Twenty-five, 23 would say, I think we have seen already. It talks about what it means. Verse 23 would mean using harmful words. Would also mean secret plans to harm somebody. That's what the meaning of a tongue of secret. Let's read once again, no problem, already we have seen. The north wind produces rain, and backbiting tongue angry looks. It would mean many of the times we talk secretly, and whatever is talked secretly is harmful to somebody. Therefore, book of Proverbs advises, stop those kind of harmful talks in secret. So these are the important things concerning. So we should avoid secret talks. We should avoid lying talks. We should avoid talkativeness. So these are the things connected with the talkativeness, power of speech. Next point, conform to the social order established by God. Point 6. Conform to the social order established by God. Very important thing we are talking here. You have to respect the social order established by God. In the Egyptian text we have seen the former classes. Egyptian text speak about social order. Or not, it's not social, world order. Egyptian saints are talking about world order. And the world order is controlled by math, and we all have to conform our lives to that. But here in the biblical text say, who is this? There is a social order, right? Or there is a world order, right? Now, who is governing and guiding this social order? It's God. Now God is not seen with us. God is not with us. We don't see Him physically. Therefore, who are His representatives? Kings. Now, kings guard the social order. Now, who are the other persons guarding the social order? Parents, elders, teachers. Therefore, we have to adhere, listen, follow the guidelines that are given by king, the family elders, the wise men, and the parents. Because in their wise teaching, the social order is preserved, or world's order is preserved. Now we say, what is this social order? What the social order or the world order would say? World order says, first of all, there is a God who is controlling this or who is guiding it. The very moment you hear about the social order or world order, you will always understand there is a God who is controlling and governing it. So, if God is governing, He governs for the benefit of us all. Is it true? Yes. Now what is that social order? Nature of the social order. Social order would say, if you do good, you will be blessed. If you do bad, you will be cursed. This is the social order. There is God who is controlling, who has put an order in this world. If you conform to that order, you will live. If you don't conform, you will perish. So this is the social order. Now also we said, who maintains the social order? It is God who maintains social order. Now we are talking about which God? That's an important thing. Which God is controlling the social order? We said God is controlling social order. He has established order in the world, and therefore we have to conform to the social order, which means we have to follow the order. If we follow the order, we will live. If we do not follow the order, we die. Now we are asking, which God? Book of Proverbs are talking about which God? The book of Proverbs wouldn't say anything about which God he is. Or book of wisdom literature wouldn't say about which God he is preserving. They are open. Now, because they are written from the context of Hebrew literature, they will speak about Yahweh. Isn't it? because they are written from the, or they are interpreted from the angle of Torah, they say they present as Yahweh as a God who is controlling the social order. But most of the texts, most of the wisdom literature texts, they don't address God. They don't address God. Especially in the book of Proverbs, if you see clearly, book of Proverbs, we have 7 booklets, we said, right? Out of 7 booklets, booklet 3 and booklet 4 do not mention Yahweh at all. However, God observes the acts of each man. So God is observing every man. So He repays each man according to his actions. Very important thing we are talking. Very thing that we are talking about, the wisdom in the book of Proverbs is conventional wisdom. What is the conventional wisdom? There is a social order. Social order is put or designed by God, is controlled by God. Whoever do good, they will prosper. Whoever disobeys the social order, do according to their wish, they will perish. This is a conventional wisdom. Now, why we are talking at length about the book of Proverbs is this. Now, this is spoken. Now, book of Job and Kohelet will fight back against the book of Proverbs. The wisdom that is presented in the book of Proverbs, what is the wisdom according to book of Proverbs? It is conforming to the social order, or conforming to God's plans, and thereby you live. And the same statement or same way of conventional wisdom is questioned by book of Job and Proverbs, that Job and Kohelet. We shall see that. As we have said, if God is controlling the social order, He observes the actions of each man. We shall see that is presented in Proverbs 24:12. God repays each man. Proverbs 24:12. God repays each man. Which means what? What are we trying to say? Or what the book of Proverbs is trying to present? Cause and effect. Cause and effect. So there is such a cause, so that cause would lead to such an effect. What is this cause? The cause is that you have done good. Therefore, the effect is you will be blessed. The cause is you have done wrong. Therefore, the effect is you will be punished. So, this is the speculative or conventional wisdom that is presented by book of Proverbs. It's not wrong. It's true. Now sometimes, in the context of problems, we have problem with this kind of conventional wisdom. Problems like, already I am anticipating, we don't understand many things, right? So, we are limited. So, therefore, what we have to do? Whether to do good or to do bad. Those who are doing good, they will be prospering. Those who do bad, they will be punishing. That's what we heard. But our daily life experience would say, or would report, we see some bad people, they are thriving. Now, how to answer this question? Book of Proverbs says, some things are beyond us, beyond our understanding. We do not know the social order of God. We are sure God is observing the actions of every man. Therefore, those things we don't understand, with humility we should accept. When you see a bad man thriving, you can't go and question God, telling that this man is bad and he is prospering, but you should admit it, because you do not know for what reasons such a thing happens. Because none of us clearly understand the social order of God. At the most, in a given situation, what you and I can do is conform our lives to God's plan, thereby survive. So, Proverbs chapter 24 would say, we don't know the ways of God. We don't know the ways of God. Jeremiah 10:23 would say same. Psalms 37:23. Our steps are known to God. God knows our steps, which means everything is no CC cameras. No, God is not going with the CC cameras, but everything is recorded. Not recorded in the sense CC cameras record. Everything is known to God. So, if God, every action of us is known to God, what is better? The wisdom of Proverbs would say, choose doing good than choosing evil. Choosing good. So we have to admit that God does everything. Is God doing everything? Therefore, so human is responsible for his action. If God is doing everything, very important topic, we are going into theological subject, deep theological subject of Proverbs. If God is guiding and discerning all the actions of human beings, are we responsible? Brothers, are we responsible? God is responsible. Now let's read Sirach 25:11-20. Very important text. Because we are ending in a theological problem. Sirach, book of Sirach 15:11-20. Wait, 1 minute please.
Freedom of choice.
Yeah. Sirach 15:11-20. Shall I read? Yeah, I read. Before that, I will also read a few other texts from book of Proverbs 14:8. Answering a theological problem. What is that? If God is ordering everything, if God is controlling everything, if God is watching what I am doing, if God is responsible for everything that is happening in this world, now are my actions counted? Or am I responsible for what I do? This is a theological problem. Now this problem is being answered by book of Proverbs 14:8. It would read, it's the wisdom of the clever to understand where they go, but the folly of fools misleads. And again another text, Proverbs 16:2 would read, all one's ways may be pure in one's own eyes, but the Lord weighs the spirit. Again another text, Proverbs 21:2 I read, all deeds are right in the sight of the doer, but the Lord weighs the heart. So we think whatever we do are right, but they are not right, because we are looking from our own eyes. From our own angle we look at everything is pleasant. Is that? Yes, it is always true. But a situation is not always true. A subjective understanding or subjective knowledge is a subjective knowledge. We cannot. But there is an objective knowledge. When you, out of that situation, when you look at, the truth is different. We have in our philosophical studies, objectivism, truth as a subjective, all that we have studied. Truth doesn't lie in me only. If something is true, it should be true in me or what I see, also outside of me. But most of the time what we do, we hold on to subjectivity. We think whatever we can conceive is right. But the truth is beyond what we perceive. That's a wonderful story, no? There are few blind people, and in front of them an elephant is placed, and they were asked to hold on to different parts of the elephant and try to depict what is an elephant. One held a tail, and he said an elephant is like a broom. Another one held legs, and he said elephant is like a pillar. Another one held ears, and he said elephant is like a winnow chaff that we winnow, no? These are things. Another one held a trunk, and he said it's like a snake. Elephant is like a snake. They all are true, no doubt, but that's not the whole truth. Elephant is like a snake, yes, but that's not the whole truth, because his trunk looks like very soft and moving. Elephant is like a pillar, true, but that's not the whole truth. So that's what happens. Now we'll come back to the problem of evil, or say problem of, are we responsible? If God is controlling every action of us, are we responsible for it? Now we'll read a text from Sirach 15:11 to 20. Do not say, it was the Lord's doing that I fell away, for he does not do what he hates. Do not say, it was he who led me astray, for he has no need of the sinful. Very, very clear. The Lord hates all abominations. Such things are not allowed by those who fear him. It was he who created humankind in the beginning, and he left them in the power of their own free choice. If you choose, you can keep the commandments and act faithfully in a matter of your own choice. He has placed before you fire and water. Stretch out your hand for whichever you choose. Before each person are life and death, and whichever one chooses will be given. For great is the wisdom of the Lord. He is mighty in power and sees everything. His eyes are on those who fear him, and he knows every man's action. He has not commanded anyone to be wicked, and he has not given anyone permission to sin. What the book of Sirach would say, each man is endowed with free will. We are not machines. God does not want to control each one of us like those days, or these days we have a lot of these key type vehicles, mechanisms already, or robots. Human beings are not robots. Robots are already controlled. Okay? Now we have watched the movie Robo, and what is that? 0, 2, what is that? Whatever it is. Whatever it is. What is that? It's already, its actions are controlled. It cannot act beyond it. But human beings are not like that. Human beings are created in God's image, and they are given a free choice, a free will. We call it free will. Right? Therefore, God would appreciate in all our free will if we choose good. Is looking from above, looking at humankind, who will choose doing good. He doesn't appreciate someone doing a wonderful sentence is written there. First, verse 11 from Sirach chapter 15, verse 11. It was the Lord's doing that I fell. No one can say, it is because of the Lord I fell. Because of the Lord I sinned. No one can say. Because God does not love sin. Does God love sin? No way. Likewise, no one should say, I am led astray because by God. I got addicted to drinks because of God. Because He is controlling everything, right? Right? You can't say that. Because God does not need sinful people. Does God need sin? Does God need sin? He doesn't require it. Therefore, the text would say, you are given free will. Now it is up to you whether you choose good or bad. Whether you choose understanding and knowledge, or you spend your life gaining wisdom and understanding, or you choose spending your life gaining money, fame, and all these things. This is up to you. Choice is given to you. But He is guiding, He is protecting. He will be appreciated, or you will be appreciated if you take in all your free will the way of life that leads to life. It will be appreciated if you conform your life to that old order, preserved and protected by God. So this is what world's order. Conform to the social order established by God. Book of Proverbs is telling, despite the possibilities of choosing evil, or despite the possibilities that life presents before you, good and bad, life and death, choose life. Avoid evil.